You've decided to study abroad, but where exactly? What corners of the world would you like to discover? Which languages would you like to learn? What kind of experience do you want to have? Have you considered somewhere in Latin America? Latin America is incredibly diverse. It's a fascinating blend of cultures, religions, languages, and histories. More than 20 different countries make up Latin America, and each is complete with its own distinct and intense flavor. Yet, despite all of its tempting treasures, most UTSA students choose European destinations for their time abroad. For centuries, Europe has been the top choice for international studies and cultural development. But just as there is much to learn from the old world, there is so much yet to be discovered about the new world. The Spanish conquistadores and early colonial settlers were astonished with the unexpected natural wonders and wealth they found there. And you too will be enchanted by breathtaking Latin America if you choose to take the road less traveled by. Latin America is considered to be the collection of countries that make up South America, Central America, Mexico, and the Caribbean. A majority of the countries speak a dialect of Spanish, excluding Brazil, which speaks Portuguese, and Haiti, which speaks Creole and French. This means that if you're choosing study abroad to improve your Spanish language skills, you'll be able to continuously practice, even on your travels to outside countries. And believe me, you will want to travel. There are so many opportunities just waiting for you in Latin America. You could volunteer in the beautiful and exotic tropics of the Dominican Republic, where Christopher Columbus first landed in the Americas in 1492. You could learn how to surf or discover whales while studying abroad in Chile, one of South America's most politically stable countries. Or you could even go so far south as to experience winter in July in breathtaking Argentina, where San Antonio's beloved Spurs player Ginobili is from. The options are many. Let's take a closer look at a few of my personal Latin American adventures. While not far from home, it's a completely different world. Rich in history, culture, and resources, Mexico is one of the most biologically diverse countries on the planet. There are painted deserts in the north, beautiful white sand beaches in the east, dense tropical jungle in the south, and enchanted colonial cities at its heart. Even the monarch butterflies migrate here every year, passing through San Antonio on their way actually, to spend winter with Mexico's youngest volcano, Paricutin. The capital, Mexico City, is currently the second largest in the world, following Tokyo, Japan. In the Yucatan Peninsula, you can experience Mexico's indigenous roots in the ruins of the ancient Mayan and Olmeca cultures. You can taste the passion of its people in the spicy food, and see it in the colorful and creative art. Holidays and special occasions are very well celebrated here, and the embracing people make it a great place to learn a new language and discover a new culture. Argentina is Latin America's most modern country, its second largest and once its richest. While the country has struggled economically for decades, its pride and culture have remained strong. Argentina is a hearty place, where red meat and potent wine are the foods of choice. The dialect of Spanish is unique, and the Argentines will happily tell you that it is Castellano and not Español that they speak. The country itself is diverse and beautiful, with a third of its population concentrated in the capital, Buenos Aires, which strongly resembles parts of Europe thanks to all of its European immigrants. The Argentines are known to be an educated people, producing some of the world's finest literary figures like Borges. Tango is passionately danced in the city streets. And coffee is an afternoon ritual in this bold and historic port city. Beyond the skyscrapers and tree-lined streets of Buenos Aires, you will find amazing natural landscapes. In the north, sharing a border with Brazil and Paraguay, sits the world's largest waterfall, Iguazu. If you head south across the vast Pampas, you can take a walk on a moving glacier. pools of water are pure enough to drink from, and you'll enjoy a sweet cookie and whiskey chilled by glacier ice at the end. You can visit penguins off the coast of the southernmost city in the world, Ushuaia, or tour the country's wine source, the beautiful Mendoza region, which borders Chile along the Andes Mountains in the northwest. Argentina is a blend of Latino soul and European style, the perfect place for your international cosmopolitan experience. Perhaps the most notable thing about Peru is its diverse geography. No one has been able to completely conquer its jaw-dropping terrain. From the Cordillera Blanca, with dozens of peaks exceeding 5,000 meters, down to the vast coastal deserts and the hot, steamy rainforests of the Amazon basin. Peru is an enchanted place where there is much to be discovered. It was only in the last century, in 1911, that the lost city of the Incas, Machu Picchu, was discovered at the top of mountain peaks. The city is so well hidden that even the Spanish explorers missed it in all of their pillaging. It is still difficult to reach the city today, but most definitely worth the trouble. Travelers can even hike up the mountain on foot, which takes a few days, to reach Machu Picchu just as the Incas did on the Inca Trail. Of course, they had the help of the llamas, who you can also visit on your trip. The indigenous roots of Peru are very strong and can be seen in its colorful people. In contrast to the historical marvels, Lima, the capital city, is modern and progressive, complete with its own Starbucks. There are many unique adventures awaiting travelers in Peru, like the Huacachina Oasis in the middle of the desert. This tiny lagoon is surrounded by a couple of hostels and cafes where one can rest after a day of sandboarding or dune bugging. Now the question is, how do you get there? If you look online, you'll find hundreds of opportunities to travel, work, intern, volunteer, or study abroad in Latin America. The main program providers that UTSA works with are CEA, International Studies Abroad, or ISA, AIFS, Butler University, and CIEE. Check out their websites online to learn more about their specific program options and details. Scholarships are typically an important part of studying abroad, since it is not a modest endeavor by any means. Don't be discouraged about the cost. There are many financial aid opportunities available to help you get where you want to go. Put time into investigating and applying, polish your essays, and keep your grades up. Study abroad may be the defining moment in your education that will change your life. You will gain global perspectives and an international attitude, develop or improve language proficiency, receive UTSA academic credit, build your resume, acquire real-world experience, make lifelong friends, and broaden your horizons. What are you waiting for?